Gorgeous people, welcome in another reading. Apologies, I have not done a video for over a week. 17th of October. No excuses apart from life has been very busy and I've been doing lots of spontaneous things like playing drums in local Morris groups, which I love, but which was not planned. So the spare moments I had have been taken up doing other things. So I realised today is going to be a video. And we're going to do Scorpio season, which has begun. So without further doodah diddly day, and I've stolen that from Caspersite. If you don't know Caspersite, go and see him. I'll put the link in the description box. We are smudging with Palo Santo. So expect a cough from me at some point. Lots of lovely smoke clearing, and the smudge is happening behind the computer there. Got my lovely trusty water in case I do cough. I'm going to say embrace the look. I'm not going to apologise for how I look, but I realise it's a bit of Wild Witch going on, and I think we're in the season for Wild Witch, so let's embrace it. I'm excited about this reading. It's been building for a few days and I've had some downloads, but I'll tell you what's going to happen first. 3 decks are jumping out. We have the Colette Baron Reed Oracle, Mystical Shaman Oracle. This needs to happen. Now in the pre-shuffle, Mystical Crow showed itself. Crows are showing themselves to me all day, all week. For several weeks actually, but the Corvidae are active. They've taken flight. They're doing lots of things. So I'd be surprised if we don't get some crow energy. The next deck we're going to use is Madame Endora's Fortuna cards here. Nothing came out particularly in the pre-shuffle, so we'll see. And of course the trusty Rider-Waite Mini Tarot. Very handleable. The Magician showed itself here, and in the pre-shuffle there was a king. I think it was the King of Pentacles. So let's see. Of course, Bag of Charms. So we'll see additional info from there. Oh, I'm very excited. Let me tell you about the downloads, the pre-downloads for the last couple of days, yesterday and today. We have going to use the very expensive Vivienne Westwood glasses. I'm not sure they really suit me, but they're dark, so we're embracing the dark Scorpio season. They kind of fit. So you'll see from the thumbnail I have used an image with a bit of information about Scorpio on. The first thing to say is, before I go further afield, is to say that in case you didn't know, I am a Scorpio. I'm a Scorpio rising, got lots of Scorpio in my chart. Scorpio Sun, Mercury, Venus, Neptune, 4th house, Imum Coli. Don't know what that is. It sounds like an illness or something. Somebody will tell me. And South Node, what you know and the familiar. So loads of Scorpio in my natal chart. Have a look at your natal chart. Get it done if you haven't had it done. See what Scorpio's in there. You might be cross-watching for a Scorpio, a partner, a friend, whoever. Or you might be Scorpio yourself with placements. So it's a timeless reading. If you find this reading today, it's meant for you. Any cards I pull are from the momentary energy. So we could say that at this moment in Scorpio season, these cards are relevant, but they may become more relevant in a while. I think whenever you stumble across this video, intuit from the card yourself. I'll always hold it up to the screen, see what you get from it. I will talk to you about what I get from the card as it's pulled from the deck or as it's presented from spirit. But you may get other downloads. and these are important. So look at those, interpret and intuit. Wowzers. So Scorpio, the downloads I got were, I've been seeing a lot of magpies, and I thought this is really intuitive and important for this reading because of course it's 2 for joy, which speaks of 2 magpies. So 2 is relevant, it's coming up. I did also see 1. I always greet the magpie. Good morning, Mr. Magpie. How are your family? Very superstitious. Got that from my darling dad. Thank you, Daddy. And all these old superstitions come from decades, centuries, millennia before. I just think they're wonderful and charming, and I've always done them. So 1 is relevant, 2 is relevant, and I think I even saw 3. 1 for sorrow, 2 for joy, 3 for a girl. So perhaps we're talking about feminine energies today, and it may be that you have feminine energy within yourself. We all do have a mix of feminine and masculine energies. But 3 was talking of feminine energies for this reading, I think. 7 also was shown to me in the sticks. 7, as we know, is my magical number. And I was also shown a little picture of a support. It looks a bit like an old crutch, something you would lean on. So this is telling me that you're going to get support. Support is out there should you need it. And it may be that you need to receive support. It could also be that you're giving support. So support, a crutch, something or someone to lean on is coming up. Magpies, corvida, of course they're corvida, and crows. And as I was preparing the reading, of course I coughed. But I think I coughed even before I started the Palo Santo. Let's go and have a look at that. So cough is the throat chakra. Is there something you're not saying? Is there something you are saying? Do you need to say something? Is something stuck in your throat? Yeah, could be. Stand in your truth. Speak your truth. Very important. Yeah. So the thumbnail will show you 3 lovely things. Of course, the beautiful M with a little sharp tail at the end. I always think it looks a little bit devilish, but of course it represents the sting in the tail for the Scorpio. Now, the other symbols are the constellation, beautiful, and the other is the English translation for the scorpion, which is just the picture of a scorpion. And it says here, Scorpio, Sumero-Babylonian name, the scorpion. There we are. So I've learnt something today. The constellation, the beautiful sign, the zodiac sign, if you like, and then the scorpion, the animal itself, which is, I think, an arachnid, isn't it? Is it 8 legs? Yeah, 8 legs plus those 2 pincer things. Oof. So really it's sort of 10, but definitely 8. So we have Scorpio from October the 23rd to November 21st. Now I am the last decan. My birthday is November the 16th. So I think this reading is particularly also emphasised for the 3rd decan. Don't ask me when that begins. I know the 1st decan begins in October. It has begun, of course. We're in Scorpio season. So whichever decan you happen to be in, there will be messages here for you. But I think particular emphasis I'm getting for the last decan. And it isn't just because it's when my birthday is, but it kind of is as well. So without further do-da diddly day, as Casper Sight says, let us begin. So I think if we start with the Shamanic deck. So I have pre-shuffled, as I said. Spirit, can you give us some messages, please, for this wonderful Scorpio season reading for myself and the lovely 2 for Joy community and the tarot community? As I'm shuffling, I would like to just ask you, please, please, if you like this video or any of this content, please like, share and subscribe, capital S. We have broken, I meant to say, we have broken the 50 subscriber barrier. Ka-ching! I love it. Thank you, my lovely subscribers. If it were not for you, this channel would not be here. You are very, very important. Arguably the most important thing. I love you all, and I'm grateful that you're tuning in today. Spirit, crystal light, energy. Good energies we have today. Please, Spirit, may we have some information from Colette Baron Reid. What would she like to say? Oh, I think I've just peeked the crow again. Lovely. What have we got? Colette, mystical shaman. I'm very much more involved in shamanic and sort of earth energy type things at the moment. I'm going to something next Thursday called a dusking. I'm going to put a link into that in the description box about what dusking is. For anyone who's interested in welcoming in through the wheel of the year, if you like, this season of, oh, that totally makes sense. Thank you very much, Spirit. I'll tell you why that makes sense in a minute. It's not the crow, but it makes sense. But I think there's a crow in that picture. Wonderful. Dusking, which is singing, dancing, waving sticks, if you've got those, in a shamanic way, not in an aggressive way, but in a welcoming in the season of Samhain, which is upon us, more or less, and honouring the season, not only Scorpio's season, but honouring the season of autumn. Tomorrow here in the UK, we put the clocks backwards. Fall backwards, spring forwards, that's right. So we lose an hour. So I'm going to take an extra hour today. I definitely need to do that. Yeah, dusking. Very, very interesting. So check out the link in the description box if you're interested in dusking. And look out for local events if there are any. I'm not quite sure where the dusking is going to be. I'm in South Somerset and I'm going with some like-minded people from this beautiful Morris group that I have recently come to know. And they're called SomerFyr. SomerFyr. I'll put their link in the description box as well. Thank you, Spirit. We have our first card. Let us go straight to the second card. Spirit, please may we have from Madame Indora fortune cards. Now, I don't believe that cards tell your fortune. That's not what I aspire to do. I think it's not what happens in the cards. The cards are the energy. Lovely. Okay, we have 3 cards. Am I going to take them all? That's funny. I'm going to take them all because I'm just drawn to take them all, guys. Wow. This is going to be a more detailed reading than I thought. Fantastic. We want as much detail as we can, don't we? Coming into Scorpio season. Thank you, Spirit, for those. I won't draw the... That's already happened. Tarot's already been given. Thank you, Spirit. The charms until the end. So I will look at what I get from the cards. I'll hold them up to the screen, have a look, and then we'll get more from the charms. So here we have 5 cards. So 5 might be a relevant number. 5 is midway between 1 and 10, or 0 and 10, and is change, transition, transformation. And if Scorpio is not the sign or the season for that, I don't know what is. So, the reading is flanked on both sides by 6s as well. 6 is relevant. 1 is relevant, 2, 3, 5, and 6. 2 6s. So check out 66 and 6. Look up those numerological numbers, angel numbers. There'll be information in there for you. First one, Shamanic. Let me see what we have. We have number 15. 5 and 1 is 6. The drum. Guys, this is beautiful. I'll tell you why I laughed when this flew out. When I stumbled across with my lovely friend Mary, hello Mary if you're watching this, the SomerFyr local Morris group, local to us in Somerset, I was going as a musician, not a dancer. I can dance, but I wasn't going to dance. I was going to be doing musical stuff. They were asking for musicians. So as I arrived, a beautiful drum was thrust in my hand and I was set up with a lovely drum. Now, normally I put the computer on one of my barons. I have two barons, a big one from Ireland and another one. But they're sort of packed away at the moment. And the computer is on two 5-kilogram bells, weight bells, not mine, my other half's. But the drum, so this drum was thrust in my hand. So I played with sticks, proper drumsticks. Oh my God, there's something so primal about banging a drum. You're being asked with this beautiful card to bang your own drum. Move to the beat of your own drum. Move to the beat of your own life is what I'm getting here. Of course, there is Corvida in there. There is a beautiful being that carries a drum, which looks a bit like a baron, but it's probably Native American. And that'll be included for my friends from across the water who are watching this video, but also from Shamanic followings in the United Kingdom, also a very ancient civilization here. And in Europe, of course, not just here. So we have, I love this, looking to the future. Now I'm moving into the future, particularly the immediate future, and in Scorpio season, you're going to be asked to bang your drum. You're encouraged to bang your drum. March to the beat of your own tune and drum. But there's something very primal. It's like a heartbeat. It's like the beat of the earth. This is what you're being drawn to. I still got crow energy vibes there. Crow is wise. We're in crow season. I mean, I always find particularly that November, October, November, coming into autumn, coming into winter, crow energy is very, very prominent. So that's what I intuit. Let me tell you what the wonderful, amazing, marvellous Colette Baron Reid says for crow. Ah, she says, the drum. So Colette says to us, the essence of the reading, the rhythm of the drum tunes you to the beating heart of the universe. Isn't that just what I said? Its wood frame links you to the trees and helps you journey to the lower world via the roots and the upper world through its branches, getting vibes of the tree of life. More about trees. I will tell you about this afterwards. The drum skin gives the shaman the powers of the animal kingdom. So you're being called to pay attention, notice the animals, the insects, the living beings that you're being drawn to, because this is what you're being called to do with this card at this time in this Scorpio season reading. Striking the drum calls forth the power of the thunder and the rumbling of the earthquake. Yes. The drum invites a trance state where healing and prophecy happen. Ooh, wow, absolutely. This is beautiful because it's also linking in with the other cards that have come up. Thank you, Spirit. Find a drum. I don't know if you've heard, if you're musically inclined, but if not, look it up. You can bang on anything hollow. I've been given an old wooden wine case, which is actually propping up a flower pot is on it so that it raises the flower. But I've recently decided I want to turn that beautiful wooden drum, seal the lid down with some little nails and turn it into a drum, a cajon, because it sounds really nice when you sit on it and you drum. It is like a drum. I'm very much being drawn to drums at the moment. So I give this to you at this beautiful juncture, 25th of October, 2025, Scorpio season, well and truly begun. Yeah, so having this lovely drum thrust in my hands by the lovely lady who runs the group, Mandy. Hello, Mandy. I'm not sure she'll step into this space. I'm not sure I've shared that I do this there, but I will do. She's a very, very keen and enthusiastic Morris dancer. And she brings groups of women. It's a female Morris, dancers and musicians. The musicians are male as well as female, which is lovely. So there's a mix there. But so she lent me her drum, which I then was able to strap and really bash in. Beautiful. Those of you who know me know I'm a musician anyway. I have our own band, Midnight to Blue. But music is a very big part of my life, and it always has been. So the drum, without further ado, on to Madame Endora. Now, Madame Endora, I pre-shuffled, 3 cards came out. Thank you. First one, the Serpent. Let me see what I have from the actual card, the Serpent. The Serpent is the sign of the healer. It's also a bit of Ouroboros, the snake or serpent that eats its tail, which represents the circles of life, beginnings and endings, all in one, as it were. I love it. What we're saying here, what this card is saying is a sly and subtle approach is needed. Ooh. I love green. Green is always the colour of healing, so I'm getting Archangel Raphael here. The serpent is, of course, the creature entwined around the caduceus, which is the sign of medicine, healing. So there is some healing here. What I'm getting when I'm linking this card with the previous card is there's healing to be had in the banging of a drum, in the rhythm of music, in the beat of your heart. Go out into nature, feel the beat of Mother Nature, healing in nature always, but also in being the person who sets your own rate, rhythm, beat, march to the beat of your own drum, that issue, that thing. There's healing in that, moving forward, now and in the future, particularly now. So it might be saying if you haven't done enough of that, do more. Let's see what Endora says. Yeah. So the Serpent, bear with, I have to find it in this book. She has the bestiary. Could it be there? Could it be the realm of fable? It's not the royal court. The elements, it's not those. It's not the treasury, or is it? The Serpent. It must be the bestiary because it's an animal. There we go. Yeah, 11 to 13. Right, bear with. Here we have. Particularly, I'm being drawn to tell you what comes before this card and after it. That's just what they gave me. So I'll read you the card and tell you what comes before the Serpent and after. Okay? They want to give a lot of information. So here we have. Endora says, stealthy, sly and deceptive. The Serpent may go unnoticed until it is too late. Be wary of hidden agendas and half-truths. The Serpent may also represent a secret admirer. Oof. A renewal or a shedding of old habits. Oh, okay. So that's the reading meaning that's coming from the cards. It's sort of secondary to what I'm getting. I'm getting more the healer aspect. But some of this may resonate for you. As ever, take what resonates from this reading, leave the rest for another person, another day, another time. Now the cards immediately before and after, which they told me I should give you, the Raven comes before. This reading involves Corvida, probably Raven, probably Crow. The card after it is the Spider, which is hilarious because the next card from Endora is the Spider. So this is all interlinked, isn't it? In fact, that's amazing. So we've actually got 2 consecutive cards from the same suite of the bestiary. So the second card that flew out was indeed the Spider. Be meticulous and patient. I love the green hues again. And of course we've got 8. So 8, it's an arachnid like the scorpion. 8 legs. So 8 is here. 8 is also like the lemniscat, the sign for eternity. So the numbers again to remind. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7 and 8. These are relevant numbers for this reading. So the Spider. She creates a web. What I'm getting here, and it's so beautiful because it is sort of Halloween season, isn't it, really, next week, is that all is interlinked. All is linked. You know, it depends on your philosophy. But I'm very much beholden to the philosophy that we are all linked and we are all one. Every action we take has a consequence. For every action there is possibly a reaction. Even for the things that we don't do. But we are intricately connected to all that is. Certainly from an energetic perspective. But also from a living human, living being perspective. What we do, what we say, what we don't do, what we don't say. It's all relevant. Be meticulous and patient. So when we look at the cards before, you're being called to march to the beat of your own drum. Notice the rhythms of nature, of the cycle, of the wheel of the year. Pay attention to those. If there's healing, it could be in the heart space. I'm kind of getting that too. Green chakra. There's a lot of green in this reading. I mean, it's fundamentally all green. The first 4 cards are green. There's even green in the 5th card. Green is the healing colour. Sly and subtle approach is needed. So you might need to just decide how you're moving forward with the beat of your own drum. The essence of the sly and subtle approach for the Serpent is, I feel, don't tell everyone what you're going to do. There is a really good YouTuber, Kady 2.0. I'll put a link to her YouTube channel in the box as well. She's great, Kady. She was saying something in the last video that I watched of hers. Don't tell everyone what you're doing. And it's nothing about being secretive or mysterious or anything like that. I mean, it can be if you want to, but, you know, that's not what I'm getting from it. There's something about when you speak your intention, and it's interesting what Kady said. Her take on this is that when you say it or tell someone, it is highly likely that you won't do what you're saying. I think she's advocating put the energy not into the words of saying what you're going to do, but into the energy of doing it. Of doing it. I totally agree with that. I'm definitely one of those. If I tell lots of people, oh, I'm going to do this, going to do that, there's a surefire way that I won't do it. I'll put my hands up to that. That is me. There's also, and this is my sort of take on things here, some of the energy goes from this desire, this motivation, this fire that you want to put into doing something. If you talk about it, some of the energy is lost. I mean, for practical reasons, you know, it depends on what you're doing and what you're planning to do. You might need to tell people. I mean, it might be logistics or practicalities or whatever. But fundamentally, put the energy into doing it. A sly and subtle approach is needed. That's what I think the Serpent is in relation to banging your own drum. And the Spider is be meticulous and patient. And I feel that connects to the Serpent. Be meticulous and patient. Rome wasn't built in a day. Great things you need to do for yourself moving forward. They might take a bit of time, planning and preparation. Yeah? We're not going to rush in feet first without just some thought and a little bit of planning. We kind of don't want to go the other way with what I'm feeling here. I'm guided to say, you know, don't go over the top and feel you have to plan it all, because we want to leave a gap for spontaneity. We want to leave a gap from the universe so that divine can put something in there that needs to be in there, almost like a magic ingredient. If everything's planned to the nth degree, there's no room for that. We want perhaps meticulousness and patience in the planning, but with a little bit of not planning absolutely everything. Leave space for divine intervention and for small miracles to sprinkle their fairy dust into what you're doing. And then the third card from Madame Endora. Oh, how wonderful. The dragon. I love the dragon. You cannot go wrong with a dragon. Oh, such a beautiful card. Again, looking to my left, which is the future. Ka-ching. Strength and wisdom. Lots of green. I'm always reminded of my Welsh ancestry as well. I have ancestry in all 4 nations of the United Kingdom. England, Scotland, Ireland and Wales. And when I see the dragon, the Welsh dragon comes into my mind. If it is a dragon, she says. Is it a griffin? Is it a wyvern? I'll check. Could be a wyvern. Could be a chimera. I'm not sure. But anyway, it's reminding me of my Welsh ancestry. Because dragons are big in Wales. They're also big in old and ancient English mystical tales, but also in Irish and Scottish. Look at this beautiful beastie. So again, from the bestiary. Oh, I think strength and wisdom in the dragon. Now I do have plans to set up a new tarot reading for you. I am skimming the channel down and doing less off-the-cuff readings like Love is a Potato, those things. They're lovely, they were lovely, but no one's looking at them. So I'm going to hone what I do in a little bit. But I am going to create something new, which I won't give away entirely here, having just said what I said, yeah? I want the magic to be in it. But I'll read you what Endora says about the dragon. The griffin is not the dragon. So here we are. The dragon is this. Endora says, the dragon is the lord of the bestiary and thus represents great strength, wisdom and wealth. Strength. We see the healing and the health card in that sense. Wisdom. Great wisdom in what you're doing. All these creatures are wise. The serpent, the spider. All creatures are wise and experts at what they're meant to do. And the dragon is wise. The dragon may also symbolize a dangerous adversary or a worthy challenge. So I'm getting from this, let's take both sides of either side of that coin first. A worthy adversary. Was it a worthy adversary? Yes. Sorry, I've got a brain like a sieve today. It's because I've been for a jog and I'm tired. No excuses, Carrie. Get on with it. Okay. The dragon may also be a dangerous adversary and a worthy challenge. Dangerous adversary. So if somebody is doing a bit of the old dark energies in your direction, protect yourself. One way you can protect yourself is to not give everything away about the planned things that you want to do. Yeah? Stumm. Don't tell everyone. Keep it to yourself. Conserve the energy. Allow the energy to build. The other side is a worthy challenge, and it may be that the challenge is in this, that you're being encouraged to set your own beat, march to the beat of your own drum, to listen to the heart, to move to the heartbeat of nature. Perhaps you haven't done that before and you're not sure how to do that. I want to say this is a space where you can look at different videos, and I will I have touched upon different ways and ideas of how you can connect with nature. Look at any of the videos below, including the shorts, which are very popular. And there's plenty of help out there, not just from Two for Joy Oracle. Go and look at YouTube, particularly the witchy channels, but also, of course, the tarot channels, angelic channels. There's so much information to help give you a spark of interest of how you're going to do it yourself. You may not need to copy what people are saying, but there'll be a nugget of information, a golden nugget of help in there for you. So it might be a bit of a challenge to march to the beat of your own drum. That's the other side of the coin that I was getting. Oh, I love all this. And this is future energy. The drum, the corvidor looking to the left. And this is funny, actually. Wow. The serpent is straight ahead. So this is now. Now. Moving into the future. The spider also looking straight at me. Forward, not left or right. This is now. And the dragon to the left. Future. So the reading of these cards are flanked by the future and now, which says this reading is now moving forward. So the tarot card that we got from the Radiant Wise tarot is the 6. And we said the reading is flanked by 6s. 6 at the beginning, first card, last card 6. And it is the 6 of Pentacles, which is lovely. So the energies I'm getting of the 6 of Pentacles in this deck are kind of the traditional ones. Generosity. Be generous. Wherever, whenever you can. There's a sense of what we might say or call paying it forward. Pay it forward. A very beautiful soul that's been in my life for about 12 years said to me once, they did great favours for me in my professional life and overstretched and went much further than they needed to. And I wanted to pay them back financially. I gave what I could, and I know they reduced the price for the professional help they were giving me in my professional life. And it was such a huge gesture for me at that time. It was a bit of a thin money time for me then. And I thought, how am I ever going to pay this person back? Shout out to the amazing Peter Lane. And he said to me, pay it forward. And I've always tried to do that. He gave me many great gifts in my professional life. That was one of them. Wherever you can, people, be generous. Whether it's taking time to talk to a neighbour who you know lives alone and is a little bit lonely, but who doesn't really always ask for help, or reach out. Listen to your intuition. When you feel drawn to reach out, don't think about it. Just do it. It's this thing, isn't it? Don't rationalise it. Don't intellectualise it. Don't let it get up here too much. It came from here. So act on that. Go and do the thing you wanted to do. If you're walking along and you see a piece of rubbish, you think, oh God, how can people throw their rubbish into the beautiful Mother Nature, Gaia, the countryside? Pick it up. Doesn't matter you didn't throw it down. Pick it up. Do something for Gaia, for nature. Put it in the next bin. It makes you feel so good. And you help nature, you help Gaia, you help the world, you help your community. This is what I'm getting off this. I love it. I just love that card. The only thing I would change if I had designed this card is I would make these two people here at the same height as the Lord, or whatever is meant to be, because these look a bit sort of beggy and below him. And my philosophy in life is that we're all equal. We are all equal in the eyes of the universe, in the eyes of God, if you believe in that, in the eyes of Gaia. You know, this channel is for all religions and, of course, none. We are all equal. And that's what I mean about that web of life. We're all alive on the universe at this time. There's equality there in that statement. And even though politics or the wider world around us is not demonstrating that, you can demonstrate it through how you live in your life. I've gone to the Spanish section, which I don't know why I've done that because I don't speak Spanish. Only enough to order a tapas. So, 6 of coins. They are saying victory, success, clarity, realization of dreams. Wowzers. Ka-ching. That's pretty good, isn't it? So, if that's the end of the card reading, that means when you march to the beat of your own drum, be careful about how you do it. Don't give away your energy, tell everyone what you're doing. Take a bit of time, step back, have patience, wait for divine timing in what you're doing, those changes you're making. When you do that, have strength in the waiting. There's wisdom in the waiting. And there's wisdom and strength in everything you did before in the previous 3 cards. The end result is victory, success, the realization of goals. That's pretty clear, isn't it? What an amazing reading to kick off Scorpio season. I almost think we don't need charms, but I promised them and I do want them. So without further ado, oh, Spirit, I love this reading for 39 minutes already. Wow, it's an absolute humdinger of a reading today, isn't it? A real good one. In a good way, humdinger. We're going to take something from the heart of the matter. That's the left arm. Spirit, may we have something to close off this reading? Thank you. Oh, fell straight on the floor. Okay. Everything we do, every action in the readings is relevant, my friends. Haha. And one from the periphery of the matter, the right hand. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Oh, very nice. Haha. This is interesting. So the one from the heart of the matter, the left hand, is the Deathly Hallows, which is very, very mystical and Harry Potter, isn't it? So here we are. See if I can rest my arm so you can see it. Can you see it there? Yes, that's better. Harry Potter, Deathly Hallows. Without looking it up, see if I can remember. But anyway, I'm going to read intuitively. The triangle is as above, so below, or it actually as below, so above. But there's a link there, isn't there? It fell on the floor. So this says to me, we're talking about when you do what the cards say, you'll be grounded. They will help ground you. The eye or the circle for me is the interconnectedness of all beings, as above, so below, and the interconnectedness of us with nature, the human nation, the animal nation, the plant nation, the fungal nation. It's a separate thing, isn't it? And I think that the line in the middle was a wand. Wands represent wisdom, magicianship, and the making of spells, the making of your destiny, and the creation of your world and of how you live. You're the master of that or the mistress of that. Deathly Hallows. Some of you will know more about that meaning. I'm also getting here the world, the universe, and also the eye, the all-seeing eye of divine and divinity. Love it. And so that's at the heart of the matter, Deathly Hallows. But of course, Deathly Hallows. Scorpions represent transformation and death, the coming down of things to create new things. And then the other charm for the periphery of the information from the right hand is the very charming little stiletto with a heart on. Oh, I love this. And actually, when I look at it, it's pointing to the left, so it's the future. You might be going out, guys, on the town, celebrating, donning your Louboutin shoes if you have some. I don't have any. But in fact, I can't even wear stilettos anymore. I have to have lower heels or flat heels. But it's saying, put your glad rags on. There's love out there. And it could be romantic, but I've got a feeling it's sort of with the rest of humanity. Be social, be gregarious. And that's what we have, isn't it? At the beginning of Scorpio season, in the Halloween season, there'll be parties, there'll be trick-or-treats, there'll be all sorts of things. But it's saying be amongst your fellow human beings, your relatives, your friends. I absolutely love this reading, guys. Really clear message. Absolutely clear. So all that remains for me to do is to say thank you for being here. 50 subscribers. Help me grow the channel. Tell your friends. Go and see that Carrie at 2 for Joy Oracle. Her stuff's really good. I'll see you again soon. I promise it won't be a whole 7 days. The next thing may be a short, I'm not sure, but it might be another face-to-video reading. So I'm excited. Check back on this space. Wishing you well, sending love and light, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.